Hello ladies and gentlemen, MarauderEX here, back with more Let's Play Shining the Holy Ark. So we're getting ready to go into the first basement area of the forest cave. This place looks exceptionally happy, and okay, that's where we're at now. So really only one way to go, which is this way. And I missed. So yeah, I don't really need to keep this fight in, but it's so soon after starting the episode, and the hind beetle blocks Arthur's attack. How wonderful! That's just ducky. Love it. All right, so we're gonna find all the treasures here. I'm not really focusing on map exploration, but you know, treasure exploration. That's really what I'm after. So. And these worms kinda hurt, given my kinda limited HP pool. It's like about 10 points of damage a pop. That's unfortunate. But Arthur has heal, and that's all he has. So that's I'm fine spending his MP. He's got, you know, 26. So that's acceptable. Alright, so right here. No? Oh, wrong way. Really? And thankfully I managed to get something there, but I think that hole that they just came out of is where we'll find our treasure, and that's hilarious to me. Alright, kill the Durango first, because he's the actual threat. Everything else is just kind of there. So, that's just how that's going to pan out. Most of the treasures here are things that we could have already, you know, things that we already have acquired. Through weapons and armor shops. So what sucks about that is that means we don't get to do anything with it other than sell it. We could have waited to get it now, but you know, it's actually helped out a considerable amount, giving us, you know, decent defense while we've made it to this point. So alright. Durango's group has been defeated. We got some gold and some experience thanks to the pixies, so there? Yep, right there. And this will be our second leprechaun. And like I said, the number of pixies you have will actually increase everything. The damage that they do for their initial attack, and the gold and XP that they find. Leprechaun named Tack joins the force. Alright, so now we need to go this way and go all the way up this way, and I missed again. Give me 1 second, I'll edit this one out. Alright, so that was fun. I'm finding a lot of antidote herbs, and Melody levels up to 6. That's wonderful. And she gets heal level 2. Yay! Alright, so we come up here because there's a treasure chest here that has a feather robe, rather. I was going to say fairy robe. So that's that. So now we just need to turn around and go all the way out. Let's see. First, I need to actually heal Melody. She took kind of a beating that last fight. So 19 HP. And basically just go all the way this way, and it's going to take us to a very large room that's going to be very obnoxious to get around, but we want to come over here and examine this, and this will give us another little fairy friend, and this is an incubus named Injul. Incubus named Injul has joined the group. Yoink. And so far we are 100% on our little fairy friends joining us, so that's good news. And now we go out the room going this way. And, ooh, I just barely made that. Alright, give me 1 second to dispose of these guys. And back, because that's... Most of these fights aren't going to be exceptionally difficult, they're just kind of obnoxious at this stage in the game. Alright, so we basically just run straight down this way. We can just keep going all the way to the end. It does not matter. Because we are looking for another treasure, which I believe... is... right in front of us? Yeah, I guess. Carefully looked at the rock, and we get a medical herb. Found... fantastic. Alright. And so we got 2 more treasures in this section that we've got to get. And Arthur is officially out of room. I should probably use some things. So we have quick chicken, we've got some bread, we've got a lucky cookie. The lucky cookie I think I'm gonna hold off on. I don't remember what changes with this, with promotion in this game. But, Melody and Rhodey could use a little bit more HP, because they're both kind of low. What else do we have? That's it? Alright, so... increases speed value. Who's... agility? Melody's agility kinda sucks. Let's raise her agility up just a little bit. And now her agility is the best out of everyone. Oh no, it's the same. I can count. Alright, so we'll use the energy bread on Melody and Rhodey. Increased by 7. And Rhodey? By 8. Okay, I'm okay with that. I can probably toss some of the antidote herbs. I don't think I'm going to need that many of them. But, for the time being, let's keep going. Because we're going to have this particular party for a really long time. So there's really not much of a point in hoarding the boost items. Unless you really, really want to. And a bone slave, so give me a second. Well, that was surprisingly not what I was expecting. Alright, so over here, and check the limestone pillar, and we get magic nectar, which, like the bread, it raises MP instead of HP. So, that's something that we want to keep a hold of, and then we have one more treasure to get here, which is basically just straight through this room. And in order to get through it, we go this way. Yep. And we're gonna have some enemies, and I screwed that one up, but these are new enemies. What are you? I missed that. Jelly Beast. They're new and kind of globby. Oh god. And they do a fair bit of damage. 12 points of damage a hit. I'm not a fan of that. Let's hope that Arthur... that's... okay, Arthur. So it takes 2 full rounds at this point, so they are actually about our... Oh, and you decreased my speed by 14. That kind of hurts. So that... see, that's when, you know, turn order starts changing. And Rhodey is almost dead. Let's heal Rhodey. And since Arthur gets the first action, that's actually not a bad time to do that, so... and... shot out a sticky liquid. And Melody's speed is... so he's just trying to change the turn order all around. But, not gonna let that happen. Because he's going to die. So, yes. 70 gold, 36 XP, not bad. Which levels Arthur up. Arthur's... Oh, and Rhodey. That's... Arthur and Rhodey seem to be, you know, close enough. And Ayakashi magic mastered. That was what he used on us in the fight. Surrounds enemy with illusions and lowers their accuracy. So, that's fantastic. I'm a fan of that. Alright, so, because in this game, status alteration magic actually does help a little bit. Alright. And a bunch of crap. I'm going to leave this in until it shows the damage. 18 points of damage, so 9 to 18, so it's all multiples of 9. And it just instantly killed the bat. So give me a second, I'll finish killing the zombie. I really could have just left that in. That was... that was ridiculous. Alright, and... Treasure chest has a bronze brakes. So that's, you know, fodder to be sold. And I didn't want to check again. I just want to leave. And we go back the way we came. There's really nothing else here. There's no point in investigating further. So we go up this section, and we are in the Forest Cave, Basement 1, south side. And there are 5 treasures here that look like I want to deal with. So, yeah. And this looks like a very linear path through this place. And another group of enemies, so 1 second. Alright, so zombie's dead. His axe was on fire. He killed our parents. Shoot him in the head. Alright, so where... Oh, okay. I was about to say, where in the hell am I going? Oh, that's right. This is that weird... weird directional place. So this is actually where our first treasure is, and this is... useless. Basically. Alright, so we got that, and this will actually show you have different things to denote map changes. A lot of these are only used in like one particular place, and that's it. So you won't, you know, often see them again. So that's just kind of how it goes. Alright, so fodder. Give me a sec. So I was sitting here thinking, the amount of damage that I do with the pixies at this stage of the game actually is really beneficial, because it does as much damage as like a standard hit. So having 2 pixies here does 18 points of damage. That's about what any of my... and that's enough to just outright kill the pine beetles. So, yeah, that's a thing. So, 1 second. Yeah, it's just enough to be considered another actual attack. And in some cases, it's more than an actual attack. It does more damage than what I would be capable of doing. Alright, so we want to go this way, go underneath here, and basically go all the way over and up. And we'll kill these things, and just kind of go from there. In fact, I think I'll keep this in just so you can see the amount of damage that I'm doing. These are, you know, Skeleton, Ghost. Ghost we've been fighting since the beginning. Skeleton just showed up in the forest, so he's not completely out of date, but 15 points of damage with Rhodey's power attack, and 8 points of damage with Melody. So I really hate that he gets a double attack to start with. That's obnoxious. Let's see, what's one of Rhodey's regular attacks? 12 points of damage? That could have been out of... No, that had to be it, because it doesn't... I did 21 points of damage, and there's no way he had 21 HP, so... Yeah, it's a full attack. So that's a thing. Alright, so we go up here, and we're gonna go all the way up, and we're just gonna skip that, and just go up here, and we are going to find our first piece of mithril. Mithril ore, which means that's going to be with us for a really long time. Because we will not be using mithril until quite late in the game. Alright, so basically we just go back the way we came, because it does not matter. Again, I don't think map completion means anything. If it does, I do apologize, but not really an issue. And another fodder enemy, so let me dispose of him. Yep, disposed of. That's actually quite silly at this point. Alright, so I actually need to be on this side of that. So, okay, so we go down this way. Nothing there. We actually need to, yeah, it looks like we have to explore it from the other side. Yeah, because it's the rock. That is a cobra pot. Thank you. That's clever. Except not. So the rock on the other side is what we want to actually... Oh, and hey, Rhodey's poisons. Those antidote herbs might actually come into play now. That'll be fantastic. That's actually really entertaining. Except not. Alright, so Cobra Pot dies, the pot stays, so... But let's use an antidote herb on Rhodey so that he doesn't, you know, bleed out on us in terms of poison. Alright, so we have to get around that, so... And to do that, we go this way. And just go around and carefully look at the rock, and we get an angel wing. How spectacular for us. And now we basically just go back the way we came, go up here, and we'll just kill these guys. I'm just going to do this off screen, so 1 second. Alright, so he's done. They're all done. And we're going to go in here. Right? Yes, right. And a jelly beast. I will just go ahead and leave this in because we got 2 treasures left to find and just a couple minutes left in this episode to get toward the exit. And so, yeah, I'll just leave some of this in because we're at the exit basically. I've got 2 more treasures, 1 in this tunnel, and then 1 in the tunnel right at the exit. So, carefully looked at the rock. The rock looks very heavy, so I guess it is that. I thought that was going to be an enemy. Alright, so then the last one is going to be another pixie ally. So let's go out here and go this way, not underneath that rock, but underneath this one. And we check the jar, and we get, this one is an actual pixie. So it's frustrating because you're like, you're pixie allies, and one of them is called a pixie. It's like, okay, well, we have the pixie allies that are pixies, and then we have the pixie allies who are leprechauns. It's like, oh, little much for me. Alright, so, and this is the exit. Basically, we just go down this hallway, and that's the end. So, I am going to end this episode here, because we've got a little bit of time left, but not enough to continue to the next section. So, I will see you guys in the next installment. Till then, later everyone.